In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the maximum height and the total time of flight by considering the motions along the y-axis. Now we are considering the motions along the x-axis, and what is the equation of motion along the x-axis that we are going to find now. Along x-axis, the equation of motions, if I write x along the positive x-axis, so I can say it is plus x. The initial velocity, the x component of the initial velocity is also like the positive x-axis, like in this direction, so you can say it is plus of ux into small t 1 by 2. The accelerations along the x-axis is along the negative direction. That's why we have chosen the ax equal to minus of g sin alpha, but here we are writing down the ax only because we have put the minus of g sin alpha later. So t square. Okay. So if I put all of the values, x is positive, no problem. Ux, that is plus of u cos theta minus alpha. So u cos theta minus of alpha into t, plus of 1 by 2 ax equal to g sin alpha minus of g sin alpha into t square. This is the equation of motion along the x-axis, and we have seen the initial velocity is not zero. The constant acceleration is not equal to acceleration due to gravity but its component. So it is not exactly like that of the projectile motions that we have discussed in the previous lectures. So we consider from here, that is capital R. Capital R is the range, that is the horizontal distance, or we can say the most distance covered along the x-axis, that is distance between the O and the B. Okay, so we just replace x by R. So it is u cos theta minus of alpha into t. But why I replace small t by capital T? When the particle from O, after reaching to A, when it returns back to capital B at the same level along the x-axis, then the total time of flight is the time taken by it in reaching from O to B via A. So I just replace this small t by capital T. So 1 by 2 minus of g sin alpha into capital T square. So this is the equation. In this equation, here we replace the total time of flight, the value of the total time of flight, and try to find out what is the equation of range in terms of our quantities just like u, theta and alpha and g. So if I replace this value of capital T, so it will be u cos theta minus alpha. The value of total time of flight 2u sin theta minus alpha divided by g cos alpha minus of 1 by 2 into g sin alpha into capital T square, that means 4 u square sin square theta minus alpha divided by g square cos square alpha. So from here we can see in both of these terms we can take common u square divided by g, because these g and these g cancels out. So u square by g, u square by g, u square by g, we can take it common. And here if I just cut it, it is 2 sin square theta minus alpha. Okay. Now we use the trigonometric relations. That is 2 sin theta minus alpha into cos theta minus alpha. 2 sin theta cos theta becomes sin 2 theta. So it will be sin into 2 theta minus alpha minus 2 sin square theta minus alpha. So if I put it here, that is 2 sin square theta minus alpha equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta. So it is 1 minus cos 2 into theta minus alpha. divided by, in both of the cases, here it is cos alpha and here it is cos square alpha. So what it will be if I take cos square alpha outside? So it will be u squared divided by g cos square alpha. So obviously the first term will be sine into 2 theta minus 2 alpha, just multiplying this theta inside. So sine 2 theta minus 2 alpha into cos alpha. Okay. If I multiply these things, then you just see it is minus of sine alpha plus of sine, and here if I multiply these things, sine 2 theta minus of 2 alpha into sine alpha. So just see it is sine A cos B plus of sine B cos A. So this is the formula of trigonometry, allows us to write me cos square alpha sine 2 theta minus of 2 alpha plus of alpha sine A plus B. Sine A plus B equal to sine A cos B, sine A cos B, and here sorry it is cos A sine B. In continuation I have done cos A sine B minus of sine alpha. So if I write down it clearly, so the expression of the range, will be u square divided by g cos square alpha sine 2 theta minus of alpha minus of sine alpha. So this is the expression of range. Now it is no longer, that is u square sine 2 theta divided by g, but these expressions will be if I put alpha equal to 0. What does it mean, alpha equal to 0? Alpha equal to 0 means the angle of inclination is 0. Now this thing becomes like this. You have changed the angle, this thing becomes this, that is alpha equal to 0. So if I made alpha equal to 0, then how this equation becomes? That is the equation of maximum height, equation of total time of flight, and equation of range. So if I put alpha equal to 0 in this equation, that is the equation of maximum height, h equal to u square sine square theta minus 0 divided by 2g into cos 0. In this expression, I put alpha equal to 0, the angle of inclination is 0. So it is u square sine square theta divided by 2g. If I put alpha equal to 3 in this expression of total time of flight, then capital T equal to 2u sine theta minus 0 divided by g into cos 0 equal to 2u sine theta divided by g. Okay, and r, if I put alpha equal to 0 in this expression, then it will be u square divided by g cos square alpha sine 2 theta minus alpha, so it is 0 minus of sine 0. So this expressions after that becomes u square g, here I have to also put 0, so cos square 0 is 1, sine 0 is 0, so u square by g sine 2 theta. So this is the expression. These expressions we have obtained in the previous cases if the particle is thrown from the horizontal level. So if I make alpha equal to 0, it satisfies these equations. But I have to tell you that the expression of reduction the range, there is also another procedure. And what is procedure? When we are just trying to avoid the mathematical calculations, then we have to use the concepts. And what is the concepts? If I just think of what is the angle made by u with the horizontal level, that is theta. Okay? Then the equation of the range is equal to, we can say the u cos theta into capital T. Okay? equal to u cos theta into capital T. This thing is not giving you the range, but this thing is giving you this value, that is L. Okay, that is in this expressions. If I draw it separately, it is something like this, then I think that will be easier for you. A particle is flown from here, its trajectory is up to this level. Okay, its initial velocity is u, it is theta. Okay, and this thing is L, this thing is L, and this one is R, and the angle between R and L is alpha. So actually here I have calculated the L. U cos theta is the horizontal velocity of projection, and it is independent of G, just like previous. Okay, we are using the previous concept. G is acting downwards, u cos theta is in this direction, so it is completely perpendicular to that of the motion, so it is remain unaffected throughout the motion. So u cos theta into G, now it is the equation of motions under uniform velocity. So it is u cos theta into T. Now if I want to write down the value of small l, that is the horizontal distance covered in this reference frame, then it will be L by R gives us cos alpha. Let me write cos alpha equal to L by R. Then what is L? Then what is L? L by R is cos alpha. Then L equal to R cos alpha. So if I put the value of R cos alpha in this like this, so it is u cos theta into capital T. So from here R equal to u cos theta divided by cos alpha into capital T. What is capital T? Capital total time of flight. It is 2u sin theta minus alpha divided by g cos alpha. So it is u cos theta divided by cos alpha 2 of u sin theta minus alpha divided by g cos alpha. So from here we can write down u square g cos square alpha. Here is 2 sin theta minus alpha into cos theta. Okay, this is another formula we can use, that is sin theta minus alpha plus alpha minus of sin theta minus alpha 1 minute, and here should be the minus. It is theta, sorry. It is theta and it should be theta. Okay. So it is 2 sin A cos B. What is the formula of 2 sin A cos B? That formula I am applied here, that I want to write down here. 2 sin A cos B equal to sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. So A is here theta minus alpha and theta is here B. So sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. So these things becomes u square g cos square alpha into sin 2 theta minus alpha plus of sin of minus alpha becomes minus of sin alpha, because these theta and theta cancels out, so sin of minus alpha becomes minus of sin alpha. So this is the expression of range. Okay, here I am applying the concepts. Here I am changing the reference frame, this inclined reference frame to here, and here I am applying the concept. The calculations is little bit simpler. Okay, but we get the same expression of the range. Whatever be the method you want to choose to do it, but if you change the reference frame, please draw it in a different way, in another place. Okay, and just explain what you have drawn here. Here you are changing the reference frame. Okay, here you are changing the reference frame, and here the u cos theta, that is the horizontal component of velocity, is independent of the acceleration due to gravity. It is the motions under uniform velocity and zero acceleration, that you have to say after you do that. Okay. I think the concept is clear to you. So if you like this and if you want to get the new updates about the videos, then just subscribe it, share it to your friends. Thank you.